Hey Geoff, how you going?
Hey Kirk, how are you?
Good, man.
Enjoying the sunshine.
Yeah, it's been like a couple of months of just rain. How long have you had this place for?
The studio in this building I've had for 15 years.
Right. And you record all in analog?
Totally in analog. We do digital transfer where applicable, but I like to track in analog.
Yeah.
It's a better response from, the sound is better, and it's a different mindset. It's much more performance orientated.
How long have you been in the music business?
I started gigging in 1967 when I was 12, and I've been a professional musician since I was 15.
Right. So you have that whole rock and roll pedigree. You've played with some great people, and you're a great player yourself. I mean, people can see you.
Yeah, look, I was really lucky growing up at the time I did in Melbourne. That had an absolutely thriving music scene.
Yeah. And
it was the opportunity to serve your apprenticeship. You could. Back then there were venues all over Melbourne would have 5 bands on a night. And, being in the little junior bands, we would go on first, but we'd stick around and get an education from the pro bands that were there, and eventually build it up and ended up in some of those pro bands myself.
Yeah.
I was really lucky.
That's what I'm kind of getting here secondhand, is just watching you go through that process, really listening to the way that you are playing, because it's for somebody else's projects. Like it might groove harder to do this thing, but it's like, no, I'm serving the client.
I ride on the shoulders of giants.
Yeah.
That's the deal.
It's a tradition.
Yes, absolutely. And I also had a parallel interest in tape recorders as a kid. Always fascinated with tape recorders, and when one of my first bands, when I was about 15, 16, went in and recorded first time in a really pro studio, I got to hang around when it was mixed, the single was mixed, and was, just basically kept turning up. And the engineer, a beautiful guy called John French, showed me the ropes. And then eventually I had my own studios, worked out of other studios, and sort of a parallel thing of engineering and producing and also playing in bands.
Yeah. I was going to ask you about that. So at what point did the transition come? Because obviously you were interested in recording good quality demos and tracks. Mm-hmm. And at what point did you get behind the console?
Behind the console was probably in the late 70s.
Right.
Maybe 1980.